This time on Eric's Riding Channel, it's freaking cold out. Let's go inside where it's warm. Alright, so I reinstalled the processor and the heatsink. I figure you guys have seen that plenty of times. You don't need to see that again. I've installed this Corsair TM30 that I have here. If I recall correctly, the problem was nothing happened when we tried to boot it up. And I removed all these pins and I forgot where they all go. So what we're going to try... I just hit myself in the face with that. This one here is a good power supply. It does work. It makes some noise. Makes some noise! But it does make some noise. I'm not even going to worry about plugging in anything else other than this. Yeah, actually the fact that the fan rattles is the only reason it's not installed in one of the computers at my house right now. I can replace the fan. In fact, I've actually really considered doing, I have considered doing just that. Because like I said, it is a good supply. It's a, never really heard of A-Power, but it's a 680 watt. This was used in my old computer, my 4790, for years. Alright, so we have that. So let's just kind of poke at things with a screwdriver, see what happens. Yep, powered on. Where's the keyboard? There it is. It freaked me out for a second because I didn't see... You know what? This does not have a video card in it. What did I do? Ow! It was right behind me. This is a computer. The computer I just took this video card from is one I'm building for my son. There will be a video. Oh yeah, this case was absolutely asinine to install a graphics card in. Why didn't anybody remind me of that? What are you guys doing? Why didn't you remind me? You know what? I'm taking this big stupid plastic thing out of here. I thought about using this case for his computer, but the more I use it, the more I hate it. And this is only the second time I've used it. My hatred is extreme now. Oh, that one is a screw. Okay. It looked like a rivet. So this stupid piece of crap is going to come out of here. Now, one thing is I didn't do a perfect job with putting the heat sink back on because one of the things is broke. However, it's 38 degrees in this room right now, or at least it was, and let's poke at it with a screwdriver until something happens. There we go. So I'm not entirely concerned about cooling on this thing. And it is not turning. It is not turning this display on. And VGA is the only thing hooked into it. I have a feeling this, something just shut off on it. I think this thing's dead. So, let's just reseat the graphics card just to be safe, because I know some of y'all will ask about that. To quote Star Trek, he's dead, Jim. And they'll come on and they'll shut off either because that CPU cooler isn't set right or something, but either way, I'm not really going to dig too much into this computer because I don't know, maybe I will later at another time, but I have a pile of other computers to go through. So let's get to that. Okay, so the first one I pulled out of the box is this one. This is a TUW-LA, and for whatever reason it has a thing there that says LED or LCD TV. It looks like a like an expansion header, like you put a module on top of that. Let's see if we have a heat sink that will work with this. Again, it's only like 30-some degrees outside, so I'm not that worried about it. Probably this one. And I need to find the fan that goes in this. I have a feeling I probably don't have that. And I just want to remind everybody that this is not going to be a, you know, for the test that we're doing, I could probably, crap, I don't have any RAM that'll work with this with me. I just had that realization. Yeah. I don't have anything in here. No, I don't. I don't have anything in here that has SD RAM. And I'm not going back to the storage unit right now. So let's put this one on the shelf for now. But this is that Celeron 1400. This is a RAM bus system, I can tell by the notches, so I don't have anything to go work with that. And this is that the Pentium 4 478. Definitely put that over there. I don't have anything that's standard DDR as well. Man, I'm really striking out. This one is the Athlon something. It's like a... So there was one here, I think. We'll see if this is DDR2 or not. I have DDR2 right here. Nope, DDR1. So I don't think that this is, somebody had, oh yeah, this is a different one. Somebody says they believe that this HP board was something. I don't remember what. So, they said that they believe it's a socket 775 board. I have not had time to prove or disprove that yet. So we do have one we can check. And this one requires a 24 pin, so we will use our noisy friend. I believe you can use 20 pin on a 24. I don't know that to be true. And of course it's going to be the last one I grab. I definitely don't know that to be true, and I will definitely not recommend it. Because I don't know it to be true, I may have to put a battery in this, because some of these are really funky, especially these OEM boards. I mean, you didn't really expect me to be prepared, did you? Just because I have a fancy new intro and and I decided to do something a little bit different in the beginning. So we will put this way. No, it did say HP on the side. Yeah. I was like, maybe it's like a gateway board, but no, it did say HP. And so one of these is going to be I don't know why I plugged the mouse in, because it's not like alright, so that shut down and turned back on. Maybe the other one was shut down and turned back on too. I don't remember who it was. I might do a screenshot that said that this might be a Core 2 Duo system. I wonder if there's something wrong with my monitor all of a sudden. I thought this had buttons. We will so I want to do VGA. Let's make sure. Okay. So we will swap out one of these RAM modules. Maybe it doesn't like that RAM. Dude, I am striking out like crazy, ain't I? Now let's just try a different RAM slot. Let's just try this blue one furthest from the CPU. That's usually where you want it anyway. Maybe, I don't know. Of course, I had no PC speaker hooked up. So it'll shut down, and then it'll come back on. I saw the keyboard lights flash. I don't see anything outright suspect on this. But, man. You know, it's probably for the best that I'm not going to be here all day now, because, like, this heater's working, but it's not really doing what it needs to do. I mean, it's doing what it needs to do. It's definitely working. I don't know if there's anything else I can test on this. Oh, does this even have a CPU in it? I mean, I can't imagine that it wouldn't. The guy that I got this off of, I actually wondered if it was going to be somebody that runs another channel, because I know that he's in Philly and does, you know, retro computer stuff. Channel's called Action Retro. I might try to put it there somewhere. But but it definitely was not him. I love HP. Yeah, this is definitely an HP card. Alright, nobody messes with this. I put my phone in silent, but I've been trying to do that when I'm doing videos, because like even I know it's a problem. I love HP it's a T15, and by the way, I probably mention this every time I pull this kit out. I think I have it listed in my description already, because I have a description that pops up on every video. I figured out how to do that. But this kit here, this Aurea, it's like 20 bucks, maybe 25. Yeah, this is an LGA 775, and it for the yeah, there's better ones like the iFixit kits, but for the price, you are not going to find a better electronics toolkit on Amazon. And so this is, in fact, let's see, drum roll please, a Pentium dual core. How do I have so many Pentium dual cores? Why? Why? I mean, hey, you know what? They work for what they do. Yeah, part of me really wants to go get some memory, but I really don't want to. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the camera, and then I'm going to put this back in. I'm going to leave this in this video, even though it's going to go into another standalone video. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that in a minute. So, pardon me just one moment. Alright, because I desperately want to show a computer working in this video, I know this one works. This is the computer I'm building for my son Luke. And, you know, I don't have the budget to build a crazy computer for my 4-year-old to play Tux Paint on. So this is what I came up with. This computer came with a Pentium dual core in it, as well as this kind of nice looking cooler, and I think it came with RAM too. I think it came with 2 gigs of RAM. I bought some RAM off of eBay, and it didn't. One of the chips worked, but one of the other ones didn't. I'm going to go scavenging RAM out of one of my other computers in the, in the storage unit. The other thing is, this one was broke here. I actually bought a kit that has like the new pins rather than a whole new cooler. Like I said, I'm doing this on a budget. And I will show you the, if I turn the power supply on maybe, I'll show you some of the upgrades we've done. Now, I do mean we, because he did help. Crap, am I on the wrong header? This did work, I swear. Poop. Why is this not working all of a sudden? Did I do something stupid? Or is it this one? It's that one. I was on the wrong header. I was on the COM port. Jeez. If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to suspect that it's either this monitor maybe all these computers do work. Alright, let me try a different monitor. Or let me try taking this off of here. Where did that light come from? The light flashed somewhere in there. I mean, it's possible that this monitor just doesn't work with the temperature. That would be an interesting discovery, because this video could turn into much more. All right, let's try a different monitor. I do have a different monitor. You can see it right underneath my jacket over there. I know it's hard to think of Acer as being the trusty, but I've never had any problems with this monitor. So let's see if I can remember. Might have to turn the power supply on. I can't have this many dead computers. Can I? No signal. Damn. Let's make sure it's this VGA cable. Yeah, I have it tightened in there. Alright. By the way, I am bleeding. I don't know if you can see that or not. You know, it's possible that while running these, the generator and running the heater, that I'm not getting the power that I need to. That is a plausibility. I don't know how plausible, but it is. But anyway, so what I've done to this computer is I've put the Core 2 Duo, or no, Core 2 Quad in its Q6600. This is the N8400GS. I found this in another computer I was working on. My son likes red. So I'm waiting until, wait, I do have the right VGA cable. Right? Yeah. So I'm waiting until the weather will cooperate enough for me to paint a computer case. Let me try something else here. I don't think there's anything conductive on this table, but that didn't work. Let me just try doing this. But yeah, it's a Q6600. Right now it has 3 gigs of RAM. I'm going to be painting the computer case red. It's a similar red to this motherboard. Man, this thing puts out a lot of air. Yeah, I don't know what's going on because all this worked a couple days ago. So, anyway, this is part 1 of, I don't know how many parts this is going to be because, wow, this just really stinks right now. And I'm still, let me try something else here. I don't want to give up on this video yet. You know what I mean? Like, you guys count on me for entertainment. Like, if I don't entertain you, who's going to entertain you? There's no other people on YouTube that do computer videos as badly as I do. And, you know, if I don't give you poor quality content, who's going to do it? I hope it's obvious that I'm being sarcastic, because there's actually a lot of really good computer content on YouTube. One of which I was listening to on the way here today, Adrian's Digital Basement. His videos tend to be a little long, and they're definitely a little bit over my skill level on a lot of things. But he does do quality content. He mainly does like a lot of Commodore stuff. Like he's done quite a few rebuilds on Commodore 64s, Amigas, that kind of stuff. I think he called. Wait, is it him that does Trash to Treasure, or is it Neil from RMC? I don't know. But they both do. Both do videos where, you know, something doesn't work and they fix it up and make it work. One's from Washington, one's from England, somewhere. I watch so many people on YouTube, it's kind of hard to keep track of them all. What did I do with that Ray Murray? Alright, let's try one of these. I know that these are really good shit, or really good ones. They seem to work in everything I put them in. So we'll put it in the right way. That would help. We're just going to use a different port than we did last time. And I'm not even going to plug in the keyboard. I can feel the power supply unit like not rattling, but vibrating, because that fan is so bad in it. All right, my only conclusion could be that this is either the temperature related. The fact that it's below freezing right now. I just saw my. Just had it. And somebody messaged me a minute ago. It's showing 29 degrees outside right now. It's definitely cold. So this is either temperature, like either the generator's not putting out what it should because of the temperature, or nothing's working because of the temperature. So, I don't know. I have a feeling most of this stuff probably works. Excuse me. So, we will revisit that other Facebook Marketplace computer, the one that's under there, underneath those two power supplies. We'll revisit this one. Obviously, I'm just going to leave it on the desk. And we will revisit a couple other things as the need arises. And, yeah, I'm going to see what the generator is putting out when I go out there. I'll probably just use my phone's camera and show you what it says it's putting out. That may give us an answer. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.